Shall we continue pursuit, sir?
No. Fall back. The security of our borders is our utmost priority. Besides, I sense that this Egyptian raiding party will encounter troubles of their own.
Sir?
Let us return to our post. Remind me to congratulate whoever keeps repainting the border when we get back.
Salutations, my good friend. I bring spoils of war.
I take it the raid went well?
We were able to kill the guards near the mine. The captive workers rebelled and joined forces with us to collapse the mine before Egyptians' reinforcements arrived. We were forced to leave them. They would have hindered us.
Meaning what, exactly?
During the retreat, we also ran into a routed Egyptian war party. They were as surprised with the encounter as we were. We managed to take a few of them.
As you are no doubt aware, I was busy saving our collective asses as well. Since I'm not as fast as you, the Yellow's lighter units fled our wrath.
I could have saved them.
The Egyptians?
The workers. If they would lend us their support, we could incite a rebellion and cripple the Egyptians' armies before they could react.
But we can't afford an offensive. Sparta has suffered enough.
And what of our tactics? Keep them busy with hit-and-run attacks?
You're welcome to suggest an alternative to Marsh.
Marshmallow? That brute will never take the risk after our last attack failed.
I'm sure Marsh will take kindly to these comments.
Sir, I was...
No need to apologize. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, but we cannot challenge the Egyptian army. Yet, any attack on them would be only a waste of resources. They would drive us out with their sizable forces.
Understood, sir.
Trig, I'm happy to report that we repulsed another raid attempt from the Egyptians.
And I am happy to report that the Egyptians did not repulse my raid attempt.
Excellent work, gentlemen, but we are suspending further raid attempts. PERANGO, you are to follow me. You will be briefed in your new orders along the way. NUSSANT, carry on.
The rebellion has been crushed. Their heads now decorate your pyramid, Master.
The rebellion shouldn't have happened in the first place. Who is responsible?
Master, all the guards have been killed by the Greek incursion. I do not think we can punish the dead.
Do not question my wisdom. Have their families replace the workers we lost in this rebellion. I was talking to you! The Greeks learn fast.
In fact, if it were not for our troops guarding their cities, they might have defeated the Tamashing Germans already.
If you feel the urge to curse Hatshepsut, at least do it in our language.
Yes, Your Highness.
Leader must be victorious. In exchange for our assistance, he promised to make the Germans our standing army by whatever means necessary.
But what will become of us then, your loyal servants, Master?
And who do you think will command this new army? I am not stupid enough to allow Germans to command themselves. Leader is just a pawn.
Our divine leader, wishes an audience with you.
Bring him here. Halt! I granted an audience to leader only, not his underlings.
I thought we were partners, NYNETJER. And you have your underling besides you as well.
Very well. I will tolerate this arrangement. For now. What news do you bring me?
I respectfully insist that you delay the invasion of Britain until the Greeks have been defeated. We will not be able to defend ourselves in the light of previous defeats.
How is that our problem?
Hatshepsut, know your place. Are your armies ready, leader?
They are, but they cannot protect us both if you decide to invade the British.
Don't worry. Your troops won't be needed to defend us at all. You'll be pleased to learn that I found a third partner for our alliance. His side will more than support the defense of our cities while we crush our enemies.
A third partner? Since when? Why wasn't I informed before?
I learned of them only recently. Although their homeland is some distance away, they are interested to enter the conflict on our side immediately.
We will garrison your cities with expertly trained legions in exchange for part of the spoils.
How can we trust them? If they betray us, we might as well sign our own death certificates.
As your Pharaoh has said, we are a distant civilization. We have no interest in attacking you.
Perhaps not today.
And even if you did, my new friend, your supply lines would fall prey to our chariots, no? But I doubt you've come here with your servant to discuss our, however brilliant, grand strategy. Let me hear the true motive behind this visit.
One commander to another, I must inform you that Abraham, my servant, as you refer to him, has heard something of interest and importance to both of us.
To us all.
The Greeks founded a third city, Delphi.
I hardly see why that is so interesting.
I assure you, Hatshepsut, that it is. Perhaps it's not so much the number as it is the location of this settlement.
Which is?
Westernmost point of Britain's sea coast.
You summoned the council to inform us of this?
Why haven't you dispatched Spartan healers by now? Why return all the way here?
We are greatly indebted to Luther and Maven. I thought it only appropriate that they get the best medical care available.
I am sure Jason would have approved of Achilles' choice if he were here. It is strange he hasn't returned yet. How did Lieutenant put it? Something about him sleeping it off?
Yes, well, speaking of Lieutenant, I take it my request in regards to him is granted.
We have no need of him at this time.
Agreed. Take him. You're welcome to dispatch him to Sparta.
Excellent. Speed is of the essence, gentlemen. I will go immediately to instruct him.
We should find Jason and question him about his absence.
Stay here and watch the council closely. They shall soon discover that Jason is not to be found at his home.
Watch the council? Do you no longer consider yourself part of it?
Are you sure you're not related to Odysseus instead? Both of you and your semantics. I've washed away any suspicions of us with this act for now. Let us use this time to our advantage.
When you informed me I was reassigned to defend Delphi, I never thought I would be called to that duty so soon.
Indeed. This attack seemed so rushed and unprepared.
I did not learn of the city until you brought me here. How did the Egyptians find out?
I don't know. They could have noticed all the men and women moving from Sparta to here and decided to attack before we could install its defenses. It doesn't seem so long ago that there was a similar exodus from Athens to Sparta.
This plan has obviously failed.
But the danger is not over yet. They can launch a full attack on Delphi now. I need a messenger.
What did you do, sir?
Our second ship, Coasts, is nearly ready. I asked Marsh to approve the standing British request for assistance and send it and floats to assist their fleet. Hopefully this will deter the Egyptians from launching an assault here and into our homeland.
But sir, if I could be allowed to take a party of men and free the Egyptian slaves.
Request denied, soldier. We cannot spare land troops. A timely completion. I have just learned that Coasts is about to sail. Its greater muscle will be a valuable asset to us.
But sir, Float has some combat experience, while the crew of Coast is barely out of training.
The battle ahead will prove my prediction true.
I've confirmed that he hasn't been seen around in Sparta either.
Then we must declare Jason missing.
Esteemed councilman, I regret to inform you that I was unable to save the villagers I was sent to assist.
Luther and Maven are dead? A terrible loss for the Greek people.
They can be replaced, but Jason, his disappearance must be our primary concern.
Have you informed Calden of their deaths?
No, but he is stationed here. I haven't managed to get to him yet.
I'll recall Lieutenant to bring him here.
How odd.
I could say so. He knows we should all visit the ATACs before one of these sessions starts.
Not that, Heracles. Luther and Maven's deaths should be investigated at once. They fell ill all of a sudden. Not a likely thing for those two veteran explorers.
You're talking about Lieutenant and Intrepid now?
I have nothing against the gentlemen, but Luther and Maven were more seasoned than either of them. They were explorers in all but title.
What brings you to us, Marge?
Delphi has been discovered by the Yellows. I've ordered our navy to assist the Brits in an effort to distract them.
Are we sure they can attack us? We've managed to hold their advances in the past.
Tycoon reports the Egyptians are overpowering the British, and I'm sure that Pharaoh what's-his-face won't tolerate us building a navy that could threaten our own. I sure wouldn't. If I were them, I mean.
Perhaps they are more careful when it comes to launching preemptive strikes.
Well, gentlemen, normally I wouldn't take orders from a lieutenant, but he was most convincing that they were in fact your orders. Is this so?
It is, Calden. We?
I must inform you that your parents have died.
Real tactful, healer.
I dare not think of his bedside manner. Marsh, did you ever see him about your ears and throat? You know how worrisome virtue can be.
But this is impossible.
They have fallen prey to a strange disease. I was unable to save them.
We are all sorry, son.
Lies! I know that you're involved. They were all right when I saw them. They said so. And then you Lieutenant, you took them away. I know you hated them. I could see it in your eyes. And now they're dead. You're gonna pay for this.
What kind of behavior is that? Did I not speak to the council on your behalf when it looked as though you wouldn't be appointed general? Is this how you repay me?
Savage! This man should be arrested and court-martialed. We cannot lead a Greece where its people attack one another.
They must have been murdered. I heard nasty rumors that they had been subverted by the Egyptians. People were saying they were unreliable. Liars! All of them! Lieutenant must have been one of them. He killed them. He did. He must have.
Soldiers, detain this lunatic. I will deal with him later.
We must deal with his disobedience now.
I don't need you telling me how to do my job, heel.
Calden's actions call for punishment, but so do his words call for justice. I agree that he must be punished, but why did he attack you, Lieutenant? Must be since I brought him here.
He could have attacked Healer as well for delivering the news then. There is more to this than it appears.
Calden might be suffering the effects of the same disease that claimed the lives of his parents. Perhaps detaining him only risks spreading the disease further.
Counselors, that is not our concern now. I've just been told a large Egyptian force has been spotted moving toward our border.
Can you be more specific?